She-Rag got me.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. All eyes are on Jamar Chase. He's making a push for 1,500 yards and whatever else he can get. It's the Vikings and the Packers on Thursday night.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Vikings coming into play, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run got a couple, here 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Amari Barno in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points It's 1, 2, and 3, and their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On now is the Packers punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Throwing to start the drive. Doyle, man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
He will find his man Chase complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 18. Looking to throw. Doyle. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg Dulcich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Doyle. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Vikings at 9-1 on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Ritter picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to... They were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Judon, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Doyle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky... possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw. Doyle over the middle. That's caught by Chase. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Now here's the option play going left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
And Hunt is not going to get there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away from the 6. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Touchdown, Vikings! Jamar Chase with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Switch, yellow, blue, check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Smith, red. Black lock.
They'll drop to throw.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here.
Throwing on 1st down. Doyle, flush to his right.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
Holding. Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake. Doyle. And his throw is incomplete.
Christian Watson, the man he was looking for.
But it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And he's gonna miss this one wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final shot before break. Doyle. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Once again, hope everyone out there has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Settling down now to watch Thursday Night Football. Let's take a look ahead to what's coming here on the rest of this holiday weekend. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which features the Panthers at home in Carolina as they'll face off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the LA Rams. And finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Doyle. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield. Try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Ready? Ready.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. With a juke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, he probably couldn't say over the air.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. White now on the read option. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. There's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the 1st down marker, but also he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward, because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Doyle. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Looking to throw. Doyle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will take over here at their own. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Blue check. Opposite. Green. Yellow. Line. Switch red. Red block.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check white. Switch yellow.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Just keeping the play alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run over center with Peterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. That one caught downfield by Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson. 35 yards. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead in this fourth quarter.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Down. Blue check. Opposite. Green. Yellow. Line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Ritter picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Doyle. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On the double.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Ready.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Pete Werner. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy. what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Minnesota, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
She right got me